Okay, so welcome to day 65. And if you've probably noticed that I've gone in spurts making these videos and then I stop and you're probably like, where's day 65? Well, at some point, and this usually happens for me around anywhere between 60 to 90 days. I think it happens to me and it might happen to most people. At the beginning, you get really excited of an idea. You're very motivated. You have all kinds of ideas why you want it to work and what you want to do with it. You're very motivated and consistent and you're feeling like you can achieve and accomplish. And then, you get up to that 2-month mark and you're going for the 3rd month. And sometimes it happens to people in between 60 and 90 days, and sometimes it happens to people after 90 days. It happens with New Year's resolutions too. People start to fall, even the most committed people start to fall off the bandwagon, right? They start to fall off the wagon. And so it's a really important today, on day 65, to challenge yourself to find out why. So what things in your routine that we've built, first of all, are you avoiding? Where is your resistance? So maybe it's the journaling aspect of it. Maybe you're avoiding it. Maybe you're not doing that part. Maybe you're doing the walks really great and you're not doing the journaling. Or maybe you are doing the journaling and the meditation and you're falling off and you're not doing your yoga. Or you're not doing your walk. Or maybe you're not pushing yourself to try something new. Or maybe you're not spending time with your family, the people that you love most. You're not spending that hour. Maybe the schedule is too overwhelming for you and it's too much and you're too sick to take it on. Or maybe you're resistant because you don't think you can, or because you're tired, or because you've already gone 2 months, 60 days, you've already gone over that hump and you haven't seen the results, right? So you're too attached to results to keep going. So your motivation plummets. So today on day 65, I want you to really look at the list and figure out what are you avoiding and where is your resistance on that particular schedule that we have created. And then figure out which ones you're committed to, which ones you're doing every day. And you're really rocking it and you're really committed to it, okay? So then you want to ask yourself, why am I committed to those things? Why am I doing it? Why did those things seem easier for me to do? Do I think there's a bigger reward in doing those things? Is that why I'm putting them first in doing them? Is it because I actually feel subconsciously that that's the most important thing? Or is it because it feels the easiest to me because something else is harder? And then you want to ask yourself, why am I not doing these other things? Is it because I think there's no value? Is it because I don't think that they're actually going to give me any benefit? Or is it because I'm lazy? Or is it because I'm resisting what it means, who I'm going to have to become in order to do that, or the pain or the suffering or the uncomfort of actually going through with that particular task? So this is what we want to find today. I need you to challenge yourself to figure out this on day 65. And then we want to ask ourselves, like, why? Why am I finding resistance in here? And why am I committed to this? Why is that happening? What is the emotional component of that? And then we want to ask ourselves, okay, so I say the thing is I'm having a hard time journaling. Just pretend that's it. I just keep avoiding it, or it's the meditation, or it's whatever. I do all the other things first. I leave it till last, and then I just don't do it for whatever reason. Is it because I'm afraid, right? We want to ask ourselves why, to face that uncomfort or what it means, or do I really think it holds no value, period, at all? So we need to find out today what that reason is, because we need to find out, should it be on your list or should it be taken off? If you truly feel it has no value and it resonates with you 0%, and you really think this isn't going to help me at all, then it shouldn't be on your list, and you need to listen to your gut and you need to take it off, so that you don't every day look at it, not do it, and then feel like a failure, and then allow yourself to feel like a failure. But if you do think there's value to it, but it's just uncomfortable or new or feels strange or hard to get yourself motivated to do, or there's resistance around it that you need to think about, How can we put that thing first then? And the things that you're really committed to and the things that you're doing, how can we move them down the list to number 2 or 3 or 4? So because we know, like say you go out for a walk every day without fail. Well, you know you're committed to that. So can you put this other thing that you're really resisting first? Maybe you need to, before you do that, you need to do the journaling straight away when you wake up, right away, before you get some sort of a reward, before you're allowed to eat breakfast, or before you're allowed to check your email, or before you're allowed to insert something that you really, really like and want to do. So how can we like leverage ourselves, kind of force ourselves to do these things rather than randomly, well, I'll do this because I like it better. I'll do this because it's easier. I'll do this because it's not as uncomfortable. I'll do this because I think it has more value. I'll do this, and then on and on and on. And it just falls off the list or falls by the wayside or leaves us feeling like we've checked all these things off, but this is this sort of big black area where we fail every day, and then we allow ourselves to feel bad every day about ourselves because we're failing. So we need to find out where our resistance is, why it's happening, what are the emotions attached to that, should it be on our list at all, and if it should, how can we put it first and leverage ourselves to do it, so you know, to face that uncomfortable, or to like create that habit by putting it first, and we only get our reward after we do it. So that is, so I started this video saying that I haven't made one of these in a while, and sometimes I'm just resisting it because I'm like, oh, you know, this is sort of where I fall off in between month 2 and 3, or at around the 3rd month mark with my protocols. If they're not working after 60 days, I may be able to stick it out till 90, but I'm already looking around. I'm looking around what's next, what's new, what different supplements can I try, what different diet can I try, what different protocols. And sometimes what we need to do is train ourselves to go the distance, to put what we think is actually valuable and then follow it through for a consistent period of time, for over 90 days, for 6 months, for whatever, and really see, really do that thing to the best of your ability, so that, if it's detox that you think, or if it's walking, whatever you think it is, and you give it 60 days, maybe you didn't give it quite long enough, right? We don't want to invest all our time into something that's not working, but if we really think that it's valuable, we want to go the distance with it and not give up, and not just get discouraged and not start to feel hopeless or helpless, or it's not working, and because it's very easy to switch things up, to feel motivated by something in the beginning, like New Year's resolutions, and to fall off. But what if, like in January when you made that New Year's resolution, like most people do, like they want to lose weight or they want to do this, and they kept up the action the entire year, even when it got too hard, even when life got in the way, even when they were bored, even when they had more new exciting goals and ideas that they felt like would be better to put first and change things up. But what if they just went the distance from this New Year's to next New Year's, and they consistently showed up? That next New Year's, they would actually have had the time and effort and energy and consistency to actually achieve what they set out to achieve. And if they only keep it up for 2 months and fall off the wagon, they're probably never going to reach that goal, even though it's something else, that new shiny thing comes in front of us and it's easier to get motivated and excited about. You're not really achieving that goal. So our mission is to heal ourselves. Our mission is to get over chronic illness, and we have to go the distance with it. So even when it seems hard, boring, repetitive, we're getting too attached to our results and nothing is showing up, we just need to stay the course, and stay the course. So find out where your resistance is, find out why, find out what emotional thing is, find out whether it should be there, and if it should, put it first. So I hope this has been great for today.